I don't think people really understand like the everyday grind or something. You know what I'm saying? Like the day in, the day out, thinking it could be or knowing it's going to be, but not necessarily knowing when it's going to be.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Never Waste Talent. And today we have a special guest here with us. He's what I like to call a proficient, profound producer who I had the pleasure to work with on many occasions. You know what I'm saying? He's a vibe supplier, and he's a savant when it comes to the shoe game. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Presto.
What's up, bro?
What's going on?
Appreciate
How you feeling?
for having me,
oh, yeah,
man.
you know it, man. How you feeling?
I'm great, man. I'm great. Happy to be here with you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes,
I
sir.
appreciate
Yes, sir.
you coming, man.
I like the setup too. It's a vibe.
Yeah, it's definitely a vibe. I like being in this space, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully this space can make you, comfortable and everything.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That.
For sure.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? Like, how you feeling? Like, how you feeling mentally, headspace, things like that? What's going on
I'm
with
good, man. I'm good. I can't complain. Just, constantly working. Just, staying at it, going through these phases.
Yeah.
After you,
For sure, for sure.
I'm good, man. Blessed,
sure.
Blessed for sure.
For sure. Okay, so just tell the people a little bit, you know what I'm saying, about yourself, like where you from and what you do for a living.
They call me Presto, Presto, from the south side of Chicago, more specific, south suburbs. I'm a music producer, overall vibe curator, like you said, retired hooper, you know what I'm saying, shoe lover, just a real chill dude, you know what I'm saying? Somebody love basketball, somebody love music, just real chill.
Real chill.
Yeah, for
Has
sure.
it always been like that for you growing up?
Man, I always been a real chill, kind of laid back person.
Yeah.
My personality probably more show if I like really, really know you, but outside of that, I'm kind of just laid back, trying to create, just trying to, just chill.
Yeah, and I sense that, you know what I'm saying, like when I met you. Excuse me, when I met you. So yeah, like let's take it back a little bit. Let's dive back. You speak on being from the South Side. What was childhood like for you?
Man, childhood was I feel like I had a great childhood. You know what I'm saying? I come from a 2-parent household, pretty much middle class, sports background. My daddy hooped, so it kind of not forced me to hoop, but it made me want to gravitate to it because I seen him playing ball. So played as a child, played high school, played college, played a little pro. So just that's all. That was really my thing. It's always been music and sports, specifically basketball. So that's just always been what it is as far as growing up.
So what was that journey like for you? Because obviously, you know what I'm saying, being from the hood, you know what I'm saying, everybody want to hoop. You know what I mean? Of course, for me, for sure.
For sure.
But you took it all the way to the level of playing pro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like,
man. So the trials and tribulations that come with playing ball, or like making teams and traveling. That's when you think about it, when you playing ball or anything, when you really into it, it really become your life. So
yeah.
I'm thinking I played ball all the way into my mid-20s. So that's pretty much just crafting me from like grammar school, AAU, high school, everything always been pretty competitive. You know what I'm saying? So almost like when I was retiring and done with ball, I kind of, leaned into my creative side because I've always had it, but I wasn't able necessarily really to dive in and explore it because I was always hooping. You know what I'm saying? And when you're trying to hoop and you're trying to do anything competitive, you don't really necessarily always have time to like focus on other stuff because you really, you know what I'm saying, you're trying to obtain a goal. So, I really didn't even know as much creativeness I had in me as far as like music and just art, period. I mean, I did, but I really didn't know as much until I put the ball down.
Yeah. And you speak on that like, because I feel like having those distractions sometimes can like, put you in a place where you kind of falling into it, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's peer pressure, whether it's just being a product of your environment. So just talk about the importance of discipline, you know what I mean?
Oh man, discipline is probably the most important thing that I actually learned from sports outside of like, my household, my parents, like, and I've always I've been fortunate enough to predominantly go to like private school.
Okay.
So it's always like a level of discipline, just even like uniform and like, everything just been kind of centered around discipline, being an athlete and just my lifestyle. So, man, it's been able to translate straight into music as far as, or just art, because, art is more free. It's more creative. You can kind of, I feel,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I want to do it today. I don't want to do it, like, but just the discipline of it, just like, playing sports. And ain't no, like, I feel like it today. It's like, I got to do it today. And ain't no excuse, like, that type of vibe. So able to transfer that into art, it kind of, I always feel like, give me an edge, because it's like, I got to work on music today, just like I would be going to get my shots up in the gym. You know what I'm saying? It's like the same focus, the same discipline kind of translate right over.
And you say it's like from the household?
Definitely from the household, man. My mom, my dad, my mom finna retire right now, so kind of take a lot of discipline. She finna retire from the state of Illinois, and then my dad, like I said, he played pro ball. He had different companies and businesses, so just always seeing him maybe able to hustle and bustle and do his thing. And on the sports tip, it's just discipline. It's like ain't no excuses. I've never really had the opportunity to have like excuses in my household. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely transferred over for the good or the bad for people that I deal with. You know what I'm saying?
I could tell. They taught you a lot about morals and values. You know what I'm saying? They instilled a lot in you.
For
you
sure.
know what I'm saying? For you to keep that discipline. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, you seem level headed.
For sure.
So obviously you saw your pops hoop. You know what I'm saying? But what moment did you have to where you realized like I'm decent? You know what I'm saying? And then also, did you just hoop? Like, did you play other sports as well?
No, I played a little Pee Wee football a little bit, a couple years,
about
but
Pee Wee.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. I was the like when I defensive player of the year, the year I played. But
Okay.
I always been hooping, man. Honestly, I
Yeah.
can't even lie. Been like I played baseball. I was just a kid that was trying different sports. It was like, nah, I was hooping. I was into hooping. I was into music since the beginning of time. It was like waking up Saturday morning watching Inside Stuff, little cartoons, or I'm watching, music videos. Like, so that's kind of always been just my life when I think about it.
So when you speak on finding your creative side, once you put the ball down, how do you know it was music? Because like it's a different forms of like art and being creative.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
You could have been a drawer.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So,
And I dabbled in that when I was younger.
Okay.
But like ever since I've been a kid, man, like even stand up, if you're from Chicago, you listen to the top 99 and all that back in the day, or the top 10 songs, or so I was that kid back in the day, like at night with the tape recorder, pressing it, dubbing it, or like making the mixes and that just type of music. And then, like I said, it's a big influence on my dad with his music taste, and then my mom, Saturday mornings, like cleaning up, or just in the car going to wherever we going, it's always music, like always, like everything from like just the dusties to the oldies to the 90s R&B to everything. It's just always been that. So I think I just gravitated to it. Like I started fake making beats like in college, messing around, and then just I don't know. I wasn't trying to necessarily play instruments or anything. It was just like, let me go change that a little bit, make it sound like this. I think that's just, I don't know, it just naturally came from God, honestly.
I love it. So like, did you have a family member that was kind of like in that career path, or like you one of the first?
Man, I'm like the first. I'm the first in the, I guess the starting lineage as far as like that vibe, Like I said, my dad hooped in. But as far as music, no, I've never, it was just, man, I just jumped off the fence. I had no, like, I could go call my cousin or go call my uncle or like nobody. Honestly, the only thing I had was my cousin. He into tech. He was able to like jailbreak, some software to put on my computer, make me start, you know what I'm saying, hooping. I start messing with the beats, because I ain't know nobody and I ain't had the money to even buy no programming or software to even start. So shout out to my cousin, man. He definitely a tech guy, but no, I ain't know nothing. Nobody know nothing.
How was y'all bond coming up? Like, was it like a tight bond?
That's my older cousin, you know what I'm saying? Just my older cousin. Now he creative, is like he's super artsy as far as drawing. he do, you know, a lot of art, do a lot of, you know, different things as far as, you know, that world. But no, I had no inkling to nothing. Just big cousin like, yo, can you woo? He did it, and that's when I was like going to Puerto Rico, and like not right before, like I mean that was like college going / into like the pro world. So no, definitely shout out to my cousin.
Dope. Shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out for real.
And I was gonna get into that too, cause like, you know what I'm saying, obviously I know you and we've talked, you know what I'm saying, off the camera, and I know you've been to like different places, like hooping and just traveling in general. So just talk about what does traveling do for you?
Man, traveling, I love traveling, man. You know, I honestly started traveling heavy a couple years back, just on some like, I want to go see some different stuff, you know, catch a different vibe. And then I just realized it from my own psyche. It's always like a reset, or like just catching a different vibe, tapping into a different culture. Even from an art standpoint and producing, it allowed me to tap into their frequency and bring it to the, you know what I'm saying, to my world, and kind of mesh it, you know, almost like a gumbo, and just it's just really great. It's refreshing for real.
Yeah. Do you feel like you kind of get those like being around different cultures, like an inspiration when you create and making your beats and things like that?
For sure. Yeah. Definitely. Like I was just in New Orleans for a family reunion. Well, Mississippi / New Orleans, and just even to get some of that bag, come back and make some different music, and you know, like I said, just go get some of their sauce, bring it back to the homeland, and cook up something. You know.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So like at the stage, or just think about kind of like when you first started the journey of being a producer to where you are now. Like, how does that feel? Like the progress that you've seen?
You don't really see the progress until, I guess, you see it, because in the beginning you know you just in it, you know.
Yeah.
And then you would think some stuff sounds amazing, and you go back and listen, like, man, that shit was trash, or it was, you know, that was garbage or whatever. Yeah. But it's all a part of the process. It's all a part of, like, you know, the story or the journey of it. But now I go back and listen to stuff now and be like, dang, that was weak when I first started. Then I go back and listen to stuff like, dang, that's kind of cool. I was riding with my brother early in something I had made from a couple years, like one of my first tracks, and he, you know, he still loved it. And it was just like cringy, but it was same like time, like, dang, that's cool. You never know how somebody else receive it, because it was organic, you know how song come on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So no, definitely.
Do you got like any other siblings? Like you mentioned your
I got a little sister, my little sister Mia. She gave me a nephew now, so I don't even call her my sister no more. It's more some my nephew mom. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, my sister Mia for sure.
Dope.
She creative too. She a yoga instructor, Pilates. She do, you know, athletic world / fuse it into her own series. She got her own classes that she do in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to check out. But yep.
Shout out to Mia, man.
Yep, for sure.
Cool peoples for sure. Dope individual.
Yep.
So you know, obviously you spoke on, and I can relate to that too. Let me just say that, because like I made music, you know what I'm saying, prior to me making music. Now I made music like when I was in school.
Gotcha.
And I can definitely go back and be like, yeah, that shit weak.
Well,
you know
yeah.
But you know, you got some people that still might love a song or two.
Yeah.
So do you feel like kind of growing into that and seeing that progress, do you feel like you've reached the level of being passionate in what you do?
It's definitely passionate, because you're not necessarily always getting no instant results. You know what I'm saying? You might get something here, you might get something there. But I don't think people understand, go back to the word discipline, I don't think people really understand like the everyday grind or something. You know what I'm saying? Like the day in, the day out, thinking it could be or knowing it's going to be, but not necessarily knowing when it's going to be or when it's going whatever, but still like every day, like it's that. Like I don't think people really understand, like when people be like, man, I made my moment, but that shit could have took 10 years or 5 years, whatever the journey or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But it's like a real thing to stay every day. Like, I'm gonna do it, you know what I'm saying? I don't think people really, I mean, they do, but you know what I'm saying? It's like a real thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and I bring that up because like I was kind of thinking to myself one day, like the difference between being passionate about something and having a passion for something.
Gotcha.
Do you feel like it's a difference?
Being passionate for something and being passionate about it?
No, so like being passionate about something,
okay,
or having like a passion for something? Because you know,
I never, that's a good question. I never thought about that.
because I would say passion kind of like changes over time, you know what I'm saying? But like when you passionate about something, it's more of like a feeling, you know what I'm
See,
saying?
I guess that's the thing. That's the tricky. And I think I've been blessed, honestly. 'Cause I talked to my OG about this. I've been blessed to be in a situation where I've never not had something that I was chasing that I wasn't passionate about, or I wasn't like in love, whatever you want to call it. Because I've only had hoop and I've only had music. So those are my only two things. And it's almost like once I stop one, I jump right into the other one and take the same approach to that. But the love is, because I know the love is genuine because I'm in it like every day, like as if it's you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to make it to the NBA.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing, but I'm realizing not necessarily everybody is fortunate to be passionate about something. You know what I'm saying? I think I take it for granted a little because it's just my normal. But yeah, man, that's all. Yeah, I guess it is a difference.
Yeah.
You know.
So you spoke on the league, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of like go back into that real quick. Obviously you want to make it to the NBA. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I had fake realization of myself on the hoop tip like early. Once you like if you in it playing ball for real, like your peers and shit gonna let you know. So I'm kind of like around the D Rose era and like those people in that time. So it was like you playing against certain guys. You not that like you could play college or what I'm saying, get a check somewhere, but you're not NBA. So
yeah,
I want to say like in high school I knew I wasn't going to the league.
How
like,
did that make you feel?
Again, because it's such a still goal and a real thing in my brain and college and everything. It was just like that's my goal.
Yeah.
It's not even like I'm hurt or devastated because it's like that's not reality.
Right.
Like I know I'm not about to be in the league. Like he jumping out the gym or he doing this, and it's like I think the advantage of playing sports or being in anything competitive, you actually get to see like your competition gonna let you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like if rapping or anything, like your competition gonna let you know like how good you are. Like, but art is a little bit more subjective. Like, we could think somebody's the greatest, and then somebody could think he's trash. But like, sports is most like stats. It's most numbers. So it's like, nah, brother, you're not going to the league. Like, you could go get a scholarship or you go get a overseas check, but
at least make a living.
In the NBA, like, no.
Yeah, you're right though. You kind of see it. For me, I saw it early. I saw it like
especially coming from the crib.
Yeah,
Chicago lets you know.
Yeah,
we kind of like a ruthless, brutal, especially in sports. It's like, nah, bro.
Yeah,
yeah.
And that's where the passionate thing comes into play. Because like if you really passionate about something, like whatever competition you facing, like ain't none of that gonna stop you from like what you trying to strive to be. For
sure, it ain't
sure.
gonna phase you for sure.
Yeah, and then obviously, like I said, like having that support system, like you had that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's a testament to like the level that you've reached. You know what I'm saying? Because you had that foundation. You know what I'm saying?
Like some things like that, you don't really realize it until you older. Because it's like that's just your normal.
Yeah.
But I had talks with my parents now, like, and I just sometimes just appreciate, just tell them thank you for, because you able to gauge and compare a little bit to others. And it's like, damn, I did have a solid foundation. I did have, things set in stone for it to make it just, some things just more of a smoother transition than others.
Yeah,
for sure.
Well, that's dope, man. That's dope. Like I feel like I've learned, you know what I'm saying, from you. You know what I'm saying, just being around you. And I want to shout out my boy Keem too.
For sure, man.
That's how we got in tune with each other.
Super organic. I'm super big on organic relationships. So even this, like off camera and every just us, our relationship we built. Shout out to King for sure.
Yeah, shout out my boy King. So yeah, before we get up out of here, you know what I'm saying, I do want to ask you, you know what I'm saying, with you being a producer, I want you to like kind of picture yourself in like one of them lockout or lock in type of sessions, 12-hour sessions, you know what I'm saying? I want you to give me 5 people who, and when I say people, like it could be anybody, any profession, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
5 people, whether you look at them as like influence, whether you look at them as motivation, whether you look at them, you want them to be around you for entertainment, give me 5 people that you would want in that session with you?
Am I like okay in the session? Are we creating music?
Yeah, creating,
Okay,
you vibing,
five,
curating the vibes, as you would say.
five artists or five? Is
Anything.
it anything?
And I'll just put dead or alive on there too.
Man, you making it tough. Dead or alive? I'm going to say, give me Quincy Jones.
Okay.
I'm gonna do all producers. I'm gonna do a producer pack. I'm gonna do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make it simple. I'm gonna do Quincy. I'm gonna put Dr. Dre in there.
Okay.
I'm gonna put Kanye in there in the studio session. We got Dre, we got Ye, we got Quincy. I'm going to put I'm gonna put Jermaine Dupri in there.
Okay.
Right now, and then I'm going to put I gotta put somebody else maybe from Chicago. I gotta be biased. I'm gonna put Hitmaker.
Hitmaker. Okay.
Yeah.
Dope. And I would assume, you know what I'm saying, that's a project y'all putting together like a
we creating damn near like a We Are the World remix
for
type
sure.
of vibe. So
Sure.
yeah,
I love it. So yeah, any last words that you want to care to share to the people, you know what I'm saying?
Man, stay disciplined, stay grinding, stay prayed up, just stay working, you know what I'm saying? New music on the way for sure.
For sure. Yeah. So on that note, you know what I'm saying, I definitely I want to appreciate you, bro. We gonna lock in after this.
Yes, sir.
We gonna get something going. We got something on the way too. I normally don't make announcements on the podcast, but like me and bro, we stay in contact a lot. You know what I'm saying. So we definitely talking about what's next for us. You know what I'm saying.
For sure.
So yeah, definitely appreciate you coming through, sharing your story.
Man, appreciate you for having me.
Yeah, for sure. And again, man, shout out to everybody out there, you know what I'm saying, that's watching, that's listening, you know what I'm saying. Continue to tune in to the platform, to the podcast. And as always, you know what I'm saying, stay safe, stay out the way. And see y'all on the next one.
Yes, sir.